Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to pixelhangover.com. We have something a little different for you today, at least different from what we normally upload, but we are a game channel of all types of games. So I am actually quite a big racing fan, probably the biggest one here on Pixel Hangover. So you're going to get from time to time some racing games from me, and I'll go out of the box. I'll go ahead and play the Ferrari Racing Legends test drive game that that just came out, and in this case, I'll suffer through it, playing some of it, and then I'll tell you what I think about it. So let's get the details out of the way. This is it's published by Atari, just like the other test drive games. It is by Slightly Mad Studios. This is not a Test Drive Unlimited developer. That unfortunately, that developer is actually gone. Atari closed them. But so this game, boy, I saw this game pop up a long time ago, and I was obviously curious just because I haven't enjoyed the last two test drive games. I knew it probably wasn't going to um, really live up to that expectation, and I was right. But it's a racing game, and I'm all for racing games. But there is a line that I will not cross, and that's when it's not fun to drive. So the basic premise of this game is pretty much drive every Ferrari that's ever existed. You're looking at like a super old, I think it's the 1950s. You're looking at here, and that's the range. And in a little bit here, I will actually show you a modern Ferrari. I apologize for notifications being left on in this video. Um, so it covers them all. Now here's the funny part. The older cars like this are actually easier to drive than newer stuff, and you'll clearly see in the video that I post. Or actually, it's here in a couple minutes. Just the trouble I had keeping the damn modern cars on the road. But uh, it, boy, this is a tough one. So the game just isn't fun to drive, and that's when you're playing. It's like having a shooter that is just you don't feel like you're connecting with your shots. If it's not fun to shoot, a shooter's not going to be fun. This does not feel like my tires are connected to the road. You're floating everywhere. Um, I feel like one tiny mistake, and you'll probably see me overcorrect and recorrect and overcorrect again. I'll try to just get my car straight, and I'm fairly good at racing games. So this was a I have a lot of aids on here because I couldn't even get around the course without them on. Um, yeah, so it's just one of those tough things to swallow from a racing fan standpoint. The game seems quite long. I put in an hour and a half before making this video, and I think it was only 2 or 3% done as far as it was concerned. The online is completely dead. I show that at the end of here. I actually go through the menus real quick so you can see, but even the menus seem cheap. This seems like a last gen game that was rezzed up a little bit, and but that's not the case. Obviously, this is 2012. This is not a PS2, Xbox One game that they revved up. So it is out for the PS3, 360, and PC. Came out July 3rd in the US. Looks like that's the only place it has been released. Like I said, it does have multiplayer, but my God, I couldn't find anybody. Here we are, a month after release, and there's nobody playing online, which is not surprising. So why devs even bother throwing that on there? I don't know. Why would you put resources into creating netcode and all those kind of things that just really are not going to be used? So I don't know. Can't answer that one, but it's something that happens often. So let's talk visuals. Let me talk positive. The only positive I see visually on this game after playing a number of the tracks, I will say that a couple of tracks look kind of neat, but look at the skybox there. I really enjoy the skies they created. Some of the stuff they do on the horizon I really like, and not every day is a gorgeous day, and that's something that I think other racing games can take a note from. Look at this, another cloudy day out here. I like that. I like it because to me it's like that's here we go. This is my first race in a modern Ferrari. This might be the F35 or something like that. I don't know, but I just couldn't keep it straight. So you'll see me struggle with here, and then I kind of get it back on course. There are a bunch of different types of events. You have finish the top three, regular straight up race. Then there's catch people and pass them, which is what I'm attempting to do here. I never did catch anybody. And then there's ones where you have to beat times, and they mix it up. But there's so many races. The career is huge. So I mean, if you're a Ferrari fan, I guess you might be able to choke your way through this. But honestly, I mean, go get GT or Forza, and those Ferraris just race so much better. They handle so much better. I don't know if there's Ferraris in GT now that I think about it. There definitely isn't Forza. So, but yeah, other than the skyboxes or the skies there, visually it's not impressive at all. There's nothing really to um, write home about. I'm not. There's tons of pop up if you watch off the distance here. The trees and stuff pop up. Um, Very little around the track outside of just the normal stuff you'd see. Um, just overall boring visual style, but you can't expect too much from a game like this. But I was hoping that at least they would take the handling, the handle model from Test Drive Unlimited, even though it's completely unrealistic. At least it was fun, um, and I guess maybe that wouldn't translate to an actual course type racing game. But whatever they went with, it's just too floaty. I hope you can see how floaty it is. Like, yeah, just overcorrecting. See, watch my controller turn, and then the car reacts. Another thing, I hit every button I could find. I couldn't find a different view. There has to be, but I don't know what it is. So, that's why all these videos, or the two videos that I've clipped together here, are strictly just from the cockpit, because like I said, I couldn't find. There's a part coming up here that's pretty funny. It's on the straightaway here. This is a good lesson if you are gaming. Do not have your Skype chat up with all your buddies, because it's right here. This is what happens. Whoa! I looked down. I blame Brandon and Kyle for that. So luckily they'll probably never watch this whole video. They're not racing fans, but that was a Skype swerve. I don't know if you guys have that. Do you guys have that? Do any your group of friends that are gamers or whatnot? Do you have like a running Skype chat? We have had a Skype chat going for literally years. It might be going on 4 or 5 years now, and it's one of those things that if you log in on your phone or your tablet after a week, it takes about 10 minutes for it to update. I don't know. There's something about it that we always go back to that. That's our main communication, really, for the most part, and I think that's awesome. I just absolutely adore that. But see what happens is racing game is so bad that I've actually started talking about Skype. Yeah, so here's the end of the lap, and what I do after this is I show the menus here a little bit. There's all the 3 different series of years, and then you got a bunch of within each one of those is a number of races. You have quick race, you have Xbox Live, you have Phantom time trial, options profile, replay, leaderboards, credits, and then you can just have it sit there and rotate on a pretty Ferrari. I think I go back up and check out Xbox Live and prove that you hit quick match. Just throw me into anything, and it does, but everything's AI. So right now there's nobody out there playing a month later, so that's too bad. So I go back in here, show a couple more things, but overall the game is not good. I mean, I grade it in the 3s or 4. So racing fans, I mean, only die-hard racing fans that want to have every racing game out there, or like to try these kind of games, should buy it. Otherwise, stay clear. Thanks for checking things out. pixelhangover.com. Subscribe, like. We got a lot more on the way, so hope you enjoy it. Thanks.